Welcome back to Investing with Ian. The crypto markets are having a correction and the price seems to be tanking. So, should you be panicking and should you look to start selling your cryptos? That's what we're going to take a look at today. So, stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash up the like and consider subscribing if you like this type of content where I keep you up to date with what's going on in crypto. So, switching screens real quick. So Bitcoin is at 57,000 as of the time that I'm recording, and we've had a correction. I have this handy little ruler here. Let's see how much it's gone down from the all-time high. It's gone down about 17 to 18%. So we're definitely having a correction. Bitcoin and cryptos, it's not all about everything going straight up to the moon. That's going to have its ups and downs, like I've said before. This isn't particularly concerning, and I want to show you some fundamental analysis that shows us that your outlook shouldn't change. Don't let this fear you out, or oh, I gotta sell. Like, just calm down and relax. Let's take a look at this first chart that I carefully select for you guys. So we say, when in doubt, zoom out. And that's exactly what this chart is showing us. It goes all the way back to 2011 to pretty much when Bitcoin had a price that we could track, because in the very early days there were no real exchanges to track the price on. But anyway, this is a logarithmic chart. So the higher up you go, the faster, or the higher the price climbs at an accelerated pace. But I mean, does this chart look like the price is going down? Absolutely not. I mean, this is where we're at right now, just this tiny little blip on the radar. I mean, this is why we say, when you're thinking about selling, when you see like what they call blood in the streets, which is just downward price action, it's not actual blood, don't let this scare you out. I mean, yeah, this isn't, I mean, the chart speaks for itself. This isn't, it's just a minor correction. And then this is, of course, zoomed a lot further in on the daily chart. This is, going back several years. So, yeah, just have some patience, guys. I mean, so Bitcoin may or may not hit 98,000 by the end of the month, like we had previously predicted. This cycle seems to be, I'm starting to think that it's looking to be more lengthened out, or it's going to be an elongated cycle. So it may not end, this bull market may not end by the end of the year. It might well push into, like, I don't know, sometime next year, March through maybe the summertime, or maybe it'll just keep going up forever. Who knows? Looking at it, the Ethereum chart. So I mean, in the past video, we were seeing that it was just stair stepping up and up and up, and then of course it corrected just like Bitcoin did. So whenever the other cryptos tend to follow Bitcoin's movement, because Bitcoin is the most valuable coin or crypto, so the other coins tend to follow suit. So I mean, the past few days they almost look identical. If you look just these most recent candles, and then you can see Ethereum, it's kind of just following suit. And then over here you see just a lot of red with a few, this one coin, Algorand, has some very strange price action here. Look at this giant, candle wick. But yeah, I don't want to get into that too much. This is what I want to talk about. So the fundamentals of the Bitcoin network and the security, none of that has changed. So, Bitcoin is one of the most secure distributed networks on the planet. And the hash rate here is what, it's a representation of that. So back here in around May was when the hash rate took a sharp decline, because this is when China said, like, hey, all the miners have to leave the country, and they kicked them all out. So a lot of miners had to shut off their equipment and ship it out of the country. We saw I didn't get a chance to pull it up, but I saw a picture of like an airplane filled with like boxes instead of like where all the seats where passengers would normally be sitting. All of the seats were filled with boxes with the Bitcoin mining equipment, and they were shipping them out. So they went to here in North America, they went to Europe. I think Kazakhstan got a bunch of them, and then South America. So anyway, so this is why the hash rate took a big dip, and then ever since then it's just been going back up and up and up and up, and it's approaching the previous all-time high. So that hasn't changed. You know, Bitcoin is just as secure as it's ever been. I mean, it's it's backed by mathematics and cryptography. This is not backed by, you know, somebody in power or a politician saying like, I'm going to fix the economy. This isn't a knock on any politicians, or that's not the point of this channel. But Bitcoin is purely represented by math, and it cannot be corrupted. It can't be, nobody can print anything. The supply is hard capped at 21 million coins, and nobody can change that. And the network just keeps getting stronger and stronger, as we see by this line chart. It just, yeah, it's becoming more profitable to mine Bitcoin, and I mean, you don't have to mine it, of course. Most of us don't. I don't, but it's a good idea to buy some. And then here's another chart that's been updated recently by TechDev, an analyst. So this it might be hard to see. Hopefully, it's not. This little red candle right here, followed by the green one. The green one is hard to see, but it's following 2017's price action very similarly. So, assuming that it does continue this trajectory, we should have a correction very soon. Or sorry, not a correction, a recovery in the price, and it'll continue to go back up. And who knows? Maybe we can still. The month isn't over. We could still hit 80,000, maybe 90,000 by the end of the month. We might not hit 98,000 as Plan B predicted, but so what? I mean, even if he's off by a few thousand, or even if he's off by 10,000, like, it's just a prediction. I mean, he, of course, we joke around and say that he's a time traveler, or some people say that he's like a alien from the future or whatever. But that's besides the point. I mean, until these fundamentals change, it, if and when they do change, hopefully they don't. But if they do, then we will start to change our outlook, and maybe look at, maybe you want to take some profits. Maybe you bought Bitcoin 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, and you're thinking about when do you want to take profits. So we will keep up to date on that. And of course, I don't give financial advice. I just give my opinion, and where I might want to maybe take some profits. And that's not right now. I'm not selling. I'm not panic selling. Don't do that. Your future self will, you'll regret it. And then here's just another tweet I wanted to show you from Will Clement. Just talking about, the supply shock. So, the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges has been decreasing. So that means that people are buying them off the exchanges and taking them off the market. So, with a finite supply of Bitcoin, eventually if they were to all leave the exchanges, then there wouldn't be any left to buy. So, this is like I've said before, it's a digitally scarce product. And so he's saying that, people fail to understand the difference between, macro scale and micro scale, or macroeconomics, however you want to interpret that. But here's the important part. I haven't changed my view on the bull market. As I've posted, we can go as low as 50,000 to 53,000 and maintain, the bullish structure, which is the upwards path. So, he says sentiment is terrible right now, and that's true. So I mean, I look at Twitter, each and every day. I'm a degenerate like that, and when the price is going up, everybody's happy, everybody's in a good mood. But when price starts going down like what it's been doing right now, people start saying that their sentiment changes. People start getting salty and saying that, oh, the price is going to start crashing, or that was the top, or, the bear market's it's gonna set in. And, again, a bear market is just when the price goes down for a very prolonged period of time, several months or even several years, unfortunately. So, yeah, so he's just saying the sentiment changes very fast. People get bored. People say, why isn't my $200 investment, why haven't I made, $500,000 yet? Like, just people get very impatient, and, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. This is a this is for the long this is a long-term investment, and that's how I treat it, and that's how you should consider looking at it as well. So if you do want to, become a millionaire overnight, you might need to pick up a different hobby, or, rethink all of this. So and then, so I'll end it on this slide. I don't have a, a moon. I don't have a moon picture to show you for the end of this presentation, but this is just showing the Bitcoin rich list. So unlike central banks, where, you don't know like who holds how much money, or, who's transferring millions of dollars left and right, with Bitcoin you can view all of this information. It's actually public. It doesn't reveal anybody's name, but it reveals their address. So these are wallet addresses, this long string of numbers, and it shows how much they hold, the dollar amount, the Bitcoin amount, and the percentage of all the coins. And it shows you, like, when did they last transact, and how much money did they transfer, how much value did they transfer. So, these gigantic wallets here are, from exchanges. So Binance is the largest centralized exchange in the world. And then you got Bitfinex, that's another exchange. You got OKX. So you can see that exchanges control a lot of Bitcoin, because they have to have that amount of coins to, there's a lot of money being transferred back and forth on exchanges. So that's why they hold that amount of exchanges. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. I don't think I've showed this before. You can see pretty much who holds what. I'm in here somewhere. I don't have, like, tens or hundreds of Bitcoin, but my addresses are in here somewhere. And yeah, it's the fact that this is all trackable and traceable, and, this is what makes all of these charts like this possible. And of course, this is possible even without that information. But yeah, just wanted to share that information with you. Hopefully I didn't go too fast, or I didn't ramble on too much. I don't even know how long I've been recording. But yeah, that's the message for this video for today. When you look at your chart on your phone or whatever, and you see that your investment has gone down in value, just when in doubt, zoom out. I think that's the easiest way to explain it. And then I guess I'll end it on this screen right here. So just, again, look where we're at right here. We're like still pretty much at the very top, and yeah, there's really nothing to be concerned about. Of course, I will be making a new video in the coming days to see, hopefully we get out of this little rut that we're in. If not, then we'll take a look at, we'll see what the conditions are at that point in time. So yeah, again, don't let stuff like this panic you out, and you end up losing money in the future. So again, I'll keep you guys up to date. So thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. This is Investing with Ian, and I'll see you guys next time.